Hello, my name is Trydar. Welcome to part 4 of the Leaning Tower of Pisa tutorial. Let's pick up right where we left off. So last time we had just finished the first layer of 6 layers of these colonnades here, and unfortunately, as I remarked in the previous video, we can't just repeat the previous phases because leaning everything over made everything different. So we have to continue one laborious slice at a time till we get all the way up. So let's try and start at the front here, where we have to place some upside down stairs here for a little ways. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then turn the corner there and place those here. And then behind that we have some diorite to place. And then as you can see, it's just straight cobblestone behind that. Wherever the diorite is visible, that's of course where we are roofing over the cobblestone that we placed down in the previous phase. Right along here. And then we have even more cobblestone here. Some lintels right there. And we want to extend those over here. And these right here. And we want to have that meet the central core. Just like so, right there. All right, on the back we have some Corinthian capitals to build. You know the pattern with that. It's the same Corinthian capitals we built down there. We're just doing those again here. Just stack them up. As you can see behind that, the cobblestone is just following the cylinder that we have been building. And for the next part, let's go back to the front. And then go this way. So from here, we want to put down a long diagonal of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 to get to that. And then just a bit here. And then just straight back here with some more upside down stone brick stairs here. And then some more diorite here. And then some more of these exposed cobblestone lintels here. Right there. And then one block right there. All right, back here at the front, we just have some half slabs of stone bricks to place on top of the stone brick stairs you should already have from the previous phase. And then behind that, we have, of course, a number of column bases. We have, what is that, 6 column bases? Let's go back over here and get a closer look. And I have one here, there, here, 4, 5, and 6. All right. And we can go on to the next phase. Now let's try and start at the front here again. And we have a number of column bases here, 2, and then some more half slabs in front of those. I think we also have another one here, if I'm not mistaken. And then starting with this one, counting back for 3 blocks, we'll get to this point here. It's going to be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then let's count the cobblestone behind that there. And then here, of course, we have some upside down stone brick stairs extending for just a little ways around here. And then some more diorite right there. A little piece of diorite here as we extend our cobblestone around this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A little bit of diorite here. We'll come back to the inside part in a minute. Now we have some upside down stone brick stairs here. And here we have what, two column bases, but this one's been a little distorted, looks like. And then we have the stone brick slabs on top of the stairs that we placed in the previous phase. Here, looks like we have some more column bases. Looks like this one is distorted and floating over this way a little bit. Looks like they've all been knocked off their base by one block. We'll take a look at that from behind in a moment. That one's okay though, and so is this one. All right, let's finish counting from here for this cobblestone. It's what, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a little diagonal there. Now let's go back over here and take a look at the lintels. We have to tie in the outer colonnade to the core of the building. Want to place those there. Let's go around and mark the core with that though. And then we just have to connect in the middle there. And then we have a bit of diorite here. All right, I think that's all there is to that one. Go on to the next one. Alrighty, let's try and start at the front here, as we have been doing. And here we have, of course, some more distorted column bases. Like so. This one's really distorted, very mangled. No, that one looks all right, though. Some more half slabs on top of the upside down stone brick stairs. 2 more column bases back here with the crosses of diorite, cobblestone. And then here we have some more upside down stone brick stairs here. And then we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diorite there. A couple along here. This is mostly on top of the cobblestone that you previously placed, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then more upside down stone brick stairs here. And then back to some cobblestone. Let's go ahead and count the cobblestone around. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like part of this cobblestone is floating over what we previously placed, by the way. Back down here. Three, 4, 5. 3. And then that brings us back around to there. Let's see. Let's go back around here. I think if you just extend up the cobblestone lintels that we previously built and fill in the diorite, like you see done here. Everything else behind that is pretty much cobblestone. We do have a small difference here on the interior core, though. We do have a couple of blocks leaning over again now. As you can see, our cylinder we have been building since the beginning has, every time we go up a certain number of blocks, it leans over this way. And we're now to another one of those levels here. It's not super important that you get that correct, though. If you just want to fill it in with cobblestone, that's completely fine to do. Not an integral part of the building. So we looked at these here. So now we need to take a look at these here. So of course, we have our diorite column shafts, just like we had down there. You can see, you remember, they got all twisted when we first started. So they're now getting a little twisted again. They're twisted right off their bases. Let's take a look at that from the front, real slow, and then we'll take a look at it from the back. Another column base here and here. I think we have 2 more right there. All right, I think that's all there is to that phase. All these phases are large and complicated, so I am doing my best to try and cover everything that you're going to need if you have decided to undertake the task to build this monster. Let's try and start here at the front again, lining ourselves at the doorway, and starting about here. So we have our diorite column shafts just leaning completely off their mangled bases. For 2 of those, and then we have 2 more column bases here. And then I believe we are going to have 2 more right here with the half slabs in front of those. And then again, we have, I think we're going to have quite a lot of these upside down stone brick stairs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 4. We don't have one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's count the cobble around again. 4, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, looks kind of weird, but remember, of course, the tower is leaning over in this direction. And doing it in slices makes every slice look rather weird. Let's see. Let's start here and go around. I think you can use the box of diorite that we placed previously to get these rather quickly. Some of them are just on top of each other, thankfully. 2 more blocks of diorite there on those, and then 2 more column bases here. I believe we have a further, what? We have a further 3 back here. And then everything else just fill in the middle with cobblestone. For the sake of completeness, though, I'll go through here and give you a quick look at the core if you want to try and replicate that. But like I said, it's not really necessary to get this. All right, let's go on to the next phase. I think the next several phases may be a little bit more simple now that we are in the part where we're building a lot of the columns. So over here, starting at the doorway, let's orientate ourselves again. And start with, I think it was this column again. It might have been that one. But you want to place your blocks of diorite like so. This one's very badly mangled. And then we have column bases here. And then that one's stretched. But then we're going to have them again along the back. I think we might have some around here somewhere. And then before we do the rest of those, let's take a look at these from the back. All right, so let's start here and go around. I think these diorites are just placing them on top of the ones we previously placed, so that'll be an easy step. I think we need to count out the cylinder. Let's count back from here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we want to count, I think that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here, some of these blocks are going to be overhanging the ones below it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 7, right? Yeah. I think all these are going to be 7. Lots of 1, 2s, 3s, and 7s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It always annoys me how easy it is to place carpet on top of carpet like that. I've never really used that for anything, though. Then they just all break. Yeah. Carpet in Minecraft is weird. But it is like it's less than a half slab. It's like what? I don't even know how much of a block that is. How much of a block is this? Is it like 1/16 of a block? I mean, it's 1 pixel, so it's however many pixels of those. I think it's 16-bit, so it's... Wait, so it's 1/16 of a slab. All right, let's move on to the next phase here. I think this is going to be pretty easy compared to the ones we started out with. Let's orientate ourselves here. Look at our door down there, and then just go straight up thereabouts, and then we'll start right here. So we're putting our diorite, and it looks like behind here the cobblestone is just all directly on top of the previous bits of cobblestone that we just counted out. Got some more column bases here, though. And more diorite here. And I think for the rest of these, they're just all on top of the previous ones, so we can save a little time there. Let's go around and take a look at the back of these, though. And I didn't see any places where the cobblestone was overhanging the previous ones. On our inner cylinder here, so you can just build that straight up. Probably for this next one too, though. All right, let's orientate ourselves here above the doorway. I think this is that may be the column we started with. So we're just stacking the diorite up again. And the cobblestone behind that looks to be the same. I thought about going to the extra effort of making the cylinder layered with stone bricks and everything like I usually do. But after I took a look at how the building was going to be, when it was twisted over like this, how complicated it was, I decided it's going to be easier to leave it cobblestone. To make your and my life just a bit easier. And you don't really see the inner cobblestone core anyway. It's pretty much obscured by the diorite. It's going to be a needless detail. All the cobblestone in here does look like it's just on top of the previous one. Hopefully it'll be the same for this one. So let's go on to this next phase here. So orientate ourselves over the doorway. Try and find our column. And we're just stacking cobblestone and diorite again. Finally, some easy phases. Very happy for that. Always happy when I can show you an easy phase to do, because I feel so bad when I have to describe all the really complicated ones, because they take forever. And they're probably difficult for you to build, but every now and then we get cut a break. Yep, I didn't see anywhere there where it just wasn't straight on top of the last one. Not so for this one, though. Well, almost not so. So orientate ourselves over the doorway. Mark our column. And start taking a look around from this point here. So all the diorite is just on top of the previous diorite. The cobblestone is just the same. All the way around the building, except for the front there, where of course we are building the lowermost portions of our Corinthian capitals. And you guessed it, upside down cobblestone stairs. Right here. Just like so, for however many of those columns there are. Only this one here, though, is a little bit different. It's only got the stairs on two sides. Right there. All right, next phase here. Let's keep going. So orientate ourselves over the doorway. Mark that column as our starter column. And you can see here with the cobblestone, that's of course the upside down cobblestone stairs here. And as you might suspect, on top of the previous cobblestone stairs, you want to go ahead and put the upside down stone brick and two back here. So two of those. And then diorite back here. Looks like the cobblestone's the same behind that. I'll try and keep an eye out for when that changes. So easy phase around the back here. And then here we've got 2 columns, and of course it looks like all these are just on top of the previous ones. Not too bad at all. All right, next phase. Okay, this one's going to be another slow one. We've got to start with the entablature again. Of course, we have to build it in layers. As it comes into view, let's find our column again. There's the doorway. Let's mark this column here and place our column tops right there. Just half of a capital here. And I think behind here we just extend the diorite and the cobblestone up. Let's go back to this point here though. And counting from here, you want to have a gap of 3 blocks. And then count for 7 here. We need to count out around here just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then back from here, let's count out, counting this on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count out the outer ring here for this, and then we'll put the inner connections in after that. So here, going back to the start here, let's take a look. So you can see we've got the cobblestone connections here that need to be made. Right there, nice and all bolted out in red wool. And then we just have a couple more capitals back over here to do. That's a what, 4, 4.5. All right, let's go on to this phase here. It looks a lot like the phase we started on today. Back here at the doorway. Try and go straight up and try and mark the same column thereabouts. So what? We have from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cobble. Then 3 here, and then we have what? Column capitals here. Half a capital there to build. And then around the back, it looks like we're still just stacking up cobble and diorite. Thank goodness. We'll come back to this from the start. Let's mark that. So from here, we want to count for 4 and 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 9, right? Yeah. And then 3. 1 there. Column capitals around here and here. So what, 5 of those? And then we want to connect our cobble here. And then, of course, as you can see, we're just filling in diorite in this lower section here. And then some connecting cobble back here. All right, let's do another phase. Right here over our doorway. Let's try and find. Well, I mean, we've finished with our column, but let's try and start here. And count out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. And there for the cobble. How many more column capitals? Looks like we're doing them all. So there's 2 full ones, and then the rest of them just do the same. It looks like the cobblestone cylinder is the same behind there at the moment. Let's stop here and go back to the front and come around from the other angle. We want to have some connecting cobblestone here. Filling in with diorite here. And then just cobblestone for this part over the top of that other diorite. And then back to even more diorite. And around the front here, of course, we need to put the cornice on the entablature. Of course, the upside down. Stone brick stairs again. You know the drill. Looks like we have interesting arrangement here. However, you can make that fit. The stairs don't have to go in exactly the same. You can just get them close enough. It looks like all the stairs got particularly mangled around this section here of the cornice. And then back to diorite for a few blocks, and then back to cobblestone. And then some connecting lintels here. Right there. Let's go back and take a look at this from the front. And then we can go on to the next phase. I was originally thinking that maybe one of these slices in here would end up being one video, but this series is going to take a while, so I want to shove another one into part 4 here, if you don't mind. So we can kind of get going on this building, because these do take us some time to produce. I don't want to drag it out too much. Let's we kind of lost track of our column there, but let's start kind of right here. Then some diorite, and then some cobble. And then back here, the lintels connecting to the cylinder. And then on the back, you want to go around and put all the column capitals. Finish those off according to the same designs. Around here to the back. Let's go back around to the front and come around. I think that's going to be clockwise from this direction here. So we need to count out some more cobble. So from here, we're going to count out 1, 2, 3. 3 diagonal. And then a bunch of 1s and 2s. 3, 4, 5. Diagonal there. And then here we have more stone bricks. Stone brick stairs, that is. Quite mangled. For that bit of that cornice. And then we go back to diorite. And then back to cobblestone. And then back here we have, of course, our cobblestone lintels. And then fill this section here in with diorite. And I think that is, well, no, we need to take a look at the this section here. So starting back at this point over here, we have, it looks like we have some half slabs hanging over the cornice from below. Let's take a look at that from below first. It only hangs over in certain sections. Let's come back and take a look at this from the top. Now we do have a number of column bases here, though. I'll go ahead and mark those quickly. Looks like we have a stretched one there. Now let's take a look at this nice and slow from the front, and then we'll take a look at it from the back. All right, let's swing around and go back this way. Right there. And then we will go on to this phase here, which I think is roughly analogous to where we started. Again, so we're going to do another one of these little tiers here for this video. I think if we do this section here, then there's only 3 more tiers to go and the bell tower. So maybe in part 5 we can do this, and then maybe in part 6 we can just push on to the end. We'll have to see. It may be maybe what, 6 or 7 parts total. So we're about halfway. Well, by the end of the video we'll be about halfway, I think. All right, let's orientate ourselves. Again, looking down at our doorway, straight up. I think that was our column here. Maybe we can try and mark a new column. I think we have a stretched column base there. Let's shift over and use that one there. I think it'll be less confusing. So if we want to start at this point here, and right there, let's mark that a little better. And we have a little stretched column base here, and another one here. Take a look at that from behind. And then looks like we need to count out, let's count out the core back here first though. So from here, we want to count back 3 blocks. And for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go this way. 4 and a bit there. And then we have upside down stone brick stairs here. Cobblestone behind that, then diorite here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it looks like we continue around 3 bit here. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then back to the upside down stone brick stairs here. And then back to cobble. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 here. It's overhanging in some spots down below. And then 3 to get all the way back to here. Let's pause for a moment. Take a look at that. And then let's go back over here and take a closer look at the diorite here you need to fill in. And then here, of course, we have some more cobblestone lintels extending to the core. We have a stretched lintel here. Looks like this block there gets nibbled out. Some more diorite to fill in here. And then everything else is pretty much just plain cobblestone. We do have, again, the core shifting over, like I explained before. Right here, I'll just show this for the sake of completeness. Briefly. And let's go back here. We got to take a look at the column bases out here again. So let me just go through here quickly and mark these bases out. And then we'll come take a look at them again from the front and then from the back. Looks like the stone brick stairs are mostly being shifted over on top of the half slabs there at the front. Yeah, they've definitely been shifted off the cobblestone bases here. And I think that completes that phase. So let's go on to this one here. And let's see, let's orientate ourselves down the doorway. And I'm going to try to keep picking this column here as our starter point. So we've got what? Go ahead and mark those. It's going to be 5 new column bases here. Well, 3. Well, 2.5. Depending. This one gets kind of split. Down the middle, of course, we got some more half slabs here. And then upside down stone brick stairs again. Right here. And then we have, oh, this is interesting. We have, looks like the entablature has now been split itself. That's now been shifted. I want the 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go around and count this. Oops. That should have been diorite. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then back to upside down stone brick stairs. And then what? These are going to be column bases here. We'll look at those in a minute. Let's keep building with our cobblestone here, though. And then from here around, it looks like it's just on top of the previous cobblestone until we get back to here, where we need to count back around. Back around there. All right, so let's go back here and take a closer look at the diorite that you need to place to cap off the arcade. Right there. Everything else is cobblestone, of course, on the interior. You have a little overhang in here, though. And for the columns here, again, of course, the single blocks of diorite, the start of our next series of column shafts. And two more column bases here. Let's swing around from the back. And then back to our starting point here. All right, that was a kind of big complicated phase there. Let's move on to the next one. Let's orientate ourselves here over the doorway, and try and pick this column here. I don't know if it's the same again. After a while, the columns start to look all the same. It's probably this one, but we'll just go with this one. So we have another 2 blocks of diorite to place here. And then more column bases here. Some more half slabs here. It's going to be 2 more column bases. And then the upside down stone brick stairs here. That was what, 7 and 4. I'm going to be placing this all the way around till we get to there. Let's take a look at this from below again, though, because our entablature got rather mangled here on the back when it was shifted over. Right here, and let's count from right here, right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like these are all the same. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. This is new though. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this little part here to get us all the way back there. And let's go back to the start. And it looks like all these diorite are just on top of the ones we previously placed. Back to the easy parts. 2 more there. 3 column bases here. And another 2 right here. All right, let's swing back here. I don't think we need to spend any time on those there, though. They're all easy to do. Just stacking them on top of each other. And I think that is going to be all of that phase too. All right, next one here. Let's orientate ourselves over the doorway. We'll start with this column here, and then we'll go around this way. So we've got some more column bases here. The stone brick slabs in front of these. We'll take a look at it from behind in a moment. Go ahead and mark them out. These right here. 3 new ones there, and then at the front here, the diorite just stacked straight up. Behind, it looks like the cobblestone cylinder is doing the same. It should be the same measurements as is previous, though. But just for the sake of completeness. Or let's count out 5 blocks. get to this point here. Count that one for 3. It's going to be what, 7, 3. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly following the same numbering, as they all are. 3, 7, 3. Another 3, 7, and 3. Yeah, I think if I had a subscriber for every carpet I'd misplaced, I'd have had a zillion subscribers. Anyway, there we go. Right there. Let's go back and take a closer look from behind at the column thing, starting at the front here. And just swing back around. And I think you've got all the rest of the ones at the front. So we'll go on to the next slice. All right, back here, starting at the doorway. Let's try, and I think it's this one. And this is going to be an easy phase. As you can see, we're just stacking up diorite. Right here, 2 new blocks here, and more column bases along the back here. Three new diorite blocks there, and then the rest of them just stack straight up. It looks like also the cobblestone behind this is going straight up as well. So extend the inner cylinder up, and let's those all look like they're straight on top of each other as well. So we'll move on to the next phase. All right, there's our doorway down there. And this here should be our column. So let's swing around again. We're to the easy parts again, where we're just stacking up diorite. As you can see, we're doing all the columns along the back now. Looks like they're all the same, and the cobblestone cylinder looks to be all the same. All right, nice easy phase. I wish they were all that way. Here again, I think we're going to have another easy phase, most likely. Let's find our column here so we can mark it. And we'll start there, and we'll just swing around the building, extending up our diorite and our cobblestone, as we do. Yep, another real easy phase, just going straight up on the previous pattern that we already built. As you can see here, though, if we were building the not leaning version, we would have been able to just repeat these already, and we would have been working on the bell tower, which we would have just finished here. I don't know that I am going to make a straight one or not. It is included in the download world if you want it, though. Just like so. Let me see, we finished with that one, so we're back on to this one, where I think it's going to be just the same, except over here, where we are going to have some capitals beginning to appear. So let's start there and swing around. I think it's going to be just the same with the cobblestone and the diorite back here. Like so, until we get to there. So let's go around back to the front here. Like we've got half of a capital here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 capitals. I think those are all just sitting directly on top of the diorite, so there's no surprise there. That wasn't too bad. Now let's move on to the next one. And there's our doorway down there. And I think like this here. So we want to have 2.5 more capitals here. And then extend up our diorite and our cobblestone around the back. And then we'll come back to this point here. Let's go back to the front. And as you can see here, just on top of the previous columns, we're putting in the rest of the upside down stone brick stairs and everything. For all of those, plus 2 more. All right, not too bad. Let's continue and do a bit more of this entablature here for this next level. Try and orientate ourselves. We want to mark this column and build out. Oh, that's interesting. We've got we got double cobblestone stairs there for 2.5 more capitals. Extending our diorite up back here. And the cobblestone, no changes. We'll come back to that in a moment. Let's go back to the front here. And then swing around clockwise. Actually, we need to start placing some cobble. So starting here, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 2 capitals here and 2.5 more back here. And then behind that, let's go back here. And then behind that, we've got more cobblestone lintels here, tying in the colonnade to the tower itself. Like so. I didn't see any changes on the cylinder in the middle, so that just went straight up as well. So let's do another phase. There's our doorway down there. I think we want to start here. So let's, we need to build a bit of cobble there and here. And then 3 blocks there. And then for our lintels back here. And here. And then behind that, we're just filling in with diorite. Just like so. I think some of this diorite might overhang a little, so we better count that. So starting from our starting point here, we want to count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, block here and there. And then some of these blocks, as you can see, are hanging out a little. Over. It's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. 4 there, and then some right there, and then some cobblestone lintels here. And then back here we have 2.5 more column capitals, and then 2 right back here. All right, let's go on. Let's do another one. I think we can fit another one in this video. Try and find our column here and try and plant our starting point on top of it. And then from here we've got, of course, a bit of diorite. And then some cobble. And then some lentils. And then a bit of diorite here. And then the rest is going to be cobble. The front here we have a bit of the cornice now. Well, it looks like it's overhanging quite a bit. You're going to have some additional cobblestone to build out here, actually. It looks like. Let's take a look at this from below before we count out everything on the top, though. It looks like it's slid out quite a ways over the rest of the entablature. Let's count it out from above now. So all the stone bricks here, these are going to be upside down stone brick stairs. Right there. It looks like we have some half slabs that have slid down. 3 right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then back to diorite here. And then some cobble. Right here, and tie that into the building. And then on the back here, we have 2 more, well, it looks like these column capitals have been shifted around a bit. Let's take a good close look at this one here. It's a little bit mangled. And then the rest of them, it looks like you just have the standard cobblestone stairs on top of those. But I think that's as far as we're going to get today. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time in part 5.